So without any further ado, please welcome PCHS Junior, Kyle Biers.
Good morning. I'm Kyle Biers, but most of you may already know that. As the pictures of the following people pop up behind me, I would like you to raise your hand if you think they're successful, and keep it down if you don't. And really think about it. Don't just say what all of your friends say too. Okay. Actor Dwayne Johnson. Retired professional basketball player Michael Jordan. Teacher, Mr. Bush.
Yeah.
Author and TV show host, Oprah Winfrey. This police officer from New Mexico, Omar Carrasco. And finally, teacher, Miss Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I saw a few of you put your hands up for the celebrities and you didn't for the teachers or this police officer that put his life on the line through doing his job for the people in his city every day. Omar was found dead at his home in New Mexico, but I believe even after his short-lived life, he would have been able to deem himself as successful. He risked his life on the job that he loved, not for the money, but because it was his dream. And since he was able to achieve it, I think we should deem him as successful. And for the teachers that you didn't think had a successful job or are successful, maybe because they didn't have a good job or it doesn't pay a lot for them. But I think it's a successful job for them because they want to be here and they are passionate about their jobs. They aren't basing their success off of what other people have or do. They base it on where they were before they were here, which is the only true way to measure success. Now, other people might tell you why you aren't successful or how you should compare your success to someone else. I have been told by so many close people to me that I wasn't as good as other people and that I would never be successful in my life. That made me question everything I did, and I always compared myself to someone I thought did better. But that's not the right way to measure success. One's success can only be measured by where they came from and the goals that they want to accomplish. By trying to measure your success any other way, you will be missing the small things that you did that will motivate you to keep trying. You have to measure your success like this because without this motivation, it is going to be hard for you to accomplish anything. You will keep second guessing yourself and you will lose sight of what you really wanted and ultimately give up on everything. Just because you don't measure your success the right way. Imagine if Michael Jordan would have lost motivation after he didn't make the varsity basketball team in high school. What if Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Oprah, and Bill Gates would have given up on their dreams after dropping out of college? Even celebrities like Jay-Z, Eminem, and Robert Downey Jr. didn't make it through high school, but have had insanely successful careers. While these famous names might have questioned their abilities or even compared themselves to others, they didn't let it hinder their passion or work ethic and their pursuit of greatness. Each of them were accountable and worked non-stop to earn their success. In the world today, it should be you versus you, not you versus someone else, because that's a battle you can't win. Now, the reason you should stop comparing your success to someone else is so you don't miss something amazing that you did, because you thought it wasn't as good as what someone else did. This won't help you realize how much you have done and that you can do a lot in future scenarios. Without comparing yourself to the other person, you could have seen your success a lot sooner and started working harder for it. In my personal life, I have noticed my own success in my grades. I used to do really poorly in school, and I had bad grades that I always compared to my some people that would come up to talk to me would only bring this up just to put me down. But this year, I stopped letting them do that to me, and I stopped comparing myself to my friends. And I truly started applying myself, and I realized how much better I could do. It was as simple as seeing a different letter grade changed on a report card that showed me I could do a lot more than I was before. And it can be something simple like that for all of you too. You just need to be willing to make this change and not compare yourself to others in order to see a difference and then let the real work begin. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not who someone else is today. Now, at the start of my talk, I had you determine the successfulness of the people that came up on the screen behind me. But the whole point of my talk was to not let anyone else tell you if you were successful or not. It can only be determined by you, and honestly, you can't trust everyone's words these days, because most of the times they will only be trying to put you down. You have to learn how to block out what everyone around you is saying, and just focus on yourself and the goals you are trying to accomplish. The well-known singer-songwriter Taylor Swift once said, "Haters gonna hate," and I couldn't agree more. A lot of people would rather see you fail than succeed, and will do anything to bring you down and hurt you. Morgan Freeman gave great advice when he said, "Don't take criticism from people you never go to for advice." If you can't trust someone to listen to them for advice, then you shouldn't be asking them in the first place. You need to make sure you don't let these people get in your head and kill the motivation you've been trying to achieve. They are an outside variable that you can't control, but you can control what you choose to hear and the reaction you make from that. Once you can learn to just let them go, is when you will really start to see an improvement in yourself, and you'll see yourself truly becoming more successful. Everything you will ever need in life is yourself and the goals you are trying to achieve. Now, the point I'm trying to get across to you guys is that using this information you have learned will ultimately better your life and can make you feel happier with everything you do. It can help you see a new perspective in your life that you haven't seen before. Now, after having talked about the right way to measure success, why you shouldn't compare your success to someone else's, and how you can determine someone else's success, I hope that you have genuinely listened to what I've said, and that you will make the change for yourself. Everyone has their own struggles in life that they can try to use as an excuse, but in the end, that's all it is. They are excuses and aren't going to help you accomplish anything. I could go on and on about all the bad things that go on in my life, and there are a lot, but that's not the point. They don't give me any advantage and are just a waste of time. Don't compare yourself to others, and because you are your own person, and don't let anyone tell you who you are or what you can do. Your success is your success, and no one else can get in the way of that besides you. So, I'm Kyle Biers. I love to sing, and I love to play basketball, even though I'm not very good at it. Some people like me, and some people don't, and that's okay. At the end of the day, I'm working hard to improve myself. And when I look in the mirror, I see a successful person. I'm where I want to be, and doing the things that I like to do. I'd like to leave you guys with one question that I hope you'll think about as you leave the PAC this morning. What steps are you taking today to help you succeed tomorrow? If I can make this change in myself, then I believe all of you can too. Thank you.
All right, great job, Kyle. All right, I have a question for Kyle. How a lot? Yes.
At what moment did you was there a point that you can remember that you realized that you had to turn around your academic career?
It was most likely my sophomore year when I had to start taking freshman English with a bunch of freshmen. It really just made me feel like I was doing horrible, and I just really needed to change that.
Other questions? Yes, Lily. What made him want to talk about this?
Coming from my personal life, I think I've seen a lot of success come from me, myself, and I just want to be able to share that with you guys, so hopefully you guys can do the same. and start making changes for yourself.
Any other questions? Yes.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Who is his favorite basketball player?
My favorite basketball player,
Out of Turbin?
no, he's alright, but probably Steph Curry. You know, I grew up watching him splash threes every single day, so you know, he's pretty good.
I have a question. What's the next step? So it sounds like you're in a good place. You would deem yourself successful. Things are looking good. Where do you go from here?
Honestly, I would go and I would try and help everyone else find the success too that I found. Try and guide them in the right direction to make them successful as well.
All right. Any other questions? All right, cool. Let's give it up one more time for Kyle. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting Kyle. We don't have a Red Talk next week, but we have one the week after. It's Milena Williams. Hers is called Remove the Cape, Stop Idolizing Superheroes. It's really good. We've seen a run through of it. So we appreciate you guys being such a great audience and listening. Have a great day. Hopefully we see you next time.